What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Tens and one third of the SOS podcast, and I am so proud to say that I am here with Trey World X. Is that your actual rap name? So, do I need to edit the title?
That's hilarious. So my actual rap name is T.R.3. So TR3. But TR3 World X is my handle for Instagram.
Hold on. And is it do they stand for anything?
So my actual name is Trayvon.
Okay.
Yeah. But I felt like TR3 was a good spin on it. If you split both of my names, my first name and last name, my last name is Golden. You can split all my names in half by three. So
Oh, clever.
yeah.
Yeah, man. I had to get you on here because when I saw you perform at the Matrix party, like I'm talking about from the first syllable uttered, my eyebrows was like this. And I was like, yo, this motherfucker does this. He does this. He ain't just a motherfucking cameraman. This guy is, I mean, yeah, like Trey, like you were, and you did all kinds of rap. Like you're not just
Yeah.
like one kind of rapper. Like you did the new age stuff, you did the hip hop shit, you had boom bap in it. So let me. This is a typical question most artists get asked, but how long was you seriously doing this?
15 years now.
15 years.
Yeah, 15 years now. I'm about to be 32 this year, so I can officially say it's been 15 to 16 years that I've been taking it serious for real.
And what was it that then? What was it that just made it click to you? Just like, you know what? No, like, nah, I'm TR3. I need to goddamn buckle down and
So
let these people know.
got you. I started off as a DJ. When I was younger, I would like make mixtapes, like literal mixtape. You know how we used to like put blank tapes into a stereo while
Mhm.
the radio or a CD was playing and hit record. Like I would do
Right.
that for and make mixtapes for my friends and for my family and stuff like that. So at the time my name was DJ TR3, and then I went from there to being a producer. Um Started making beats for all my friends and homies because I felt like, I just wanted to be an instrument. Um, so IMG, which is my little tattoo or whatever, that's
Mhm.
instrumentalist music group because I felt like our voices was the instruments. Um, and so I wanted to make beats for everybody. Made beats for my group that I was in at the time, or that I had started, or basically it's a label now, but we started off as a group and I made beats for everybody. Didn't use any type of words at all. Like I was not I was not a rapper at all. 0%. I sucked at it. Um, but my homies were dope. And so I wanted to produce for everybody. Started making beats for myself, my people, and like people on the east side a lot because we was going to chit chat a lot. And found a group of homies that ended up being the foundation of IMG. Started making club hits because we were trying to ride the Soldier Boy wave. So we just started making like
Wow.
these
Okay, you took it
snap.
back.
Yeah,
So
so
you
we
was
just trying
so
to make.
y'all was on SoundClick.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, exactly. Like the ass end of MySpace, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so we were doing that. I was doing the club hits and stuff like that. We had this little song that went like local, called "Money I'm Making." It did really good in like all the like competitions and stuff like that that they was having over at like little clubs and stuff on that side. We weren't even supposed to be able to get in, but because I would show up with so many homies, they would let us in, and I would pay like security and shit like that. So
Okay. So like how old were you at the time when y'all was going to chit chat spot?
probably like 17, 18.
Okay. So chit chat,
Yeah.
was that like a 21 up club?
Yeah. You're supposed to
Okay.
have to drink and all of that stuff to get in. DJ Hershey was the DJ at that spot at that time. But yeah, so we did that for a little while. I wasn't a club music type person, but I was making that style of music with the homies because we just wanted to get exposure, wanted to blow up and stuff like that. The typical rap producer mission at the time. And then all the homies either went to the military or went to college on me. And that left just me and a whole bunch of beats.
Mm.
And so I started putting my sad little, my sad like girlfriend type of poetry over my beats. Um, and the chicks liked it, and I was always told if the girls like it, then I can take it
Yeah.
somewhere. And
Yeah.
so I
Now,
started doing that more.
now, when you said poetry, like you meant like it was still rap, or were you actually like so
Nah, it was like
vibes,
I
the
had
soft
like an
vibes,
actual
like like
journal. Like I had
okay,
a real journal and it was just poetry. Like it was like legit like sonnets and stuff like that. And I would turn it into songs. I would turn those that I would unformat it from poetry and make it a song on whatever beat that I had just kind of sitting to the side from all of the beats that I had made. Because at the time I used to make probably like 2 beats a day. Um, so I had hundreds of them. And so did that, started letting some of the homies around like hear like some of the girls that I would hang out with, started letting them hear some of the tracks. They liked it, would share it and stuff like that. Uh then the inception of SoundCloud happened.
mm,
And at this point I was kind of getting a little somewhere with lyricism. And then I wanted to take it serious because I started to realize that everybody's about to like go their own separate way in life, and I can't like hold nobody back or be mad at nobody for that. So I need to do what I love by any means necessary. And the only way I felt like I was getting my beats heard was if I rapped on them, because at the time people didn't just listen to instrumentals. I don't know what
right.
the bend of time that was, but people didn't just listen to like instrumental tapes and stuff like that. They wanted to hear somebody rapping or singing. So did that to get my beats out there. Um, and then I told myself if I'm gonna do it, if I'm gonna take it serious, I need to be actually good at lyricism. And so then I just started studying. I just started studying all the people, all the greats, and all my homies around me that I felt like was great because I tried to keep nothing but people that I felt like that was better than me around me. You know what I'm saying? And I would just learn from them, learn from the homies that freestyled a lot around me and stuff like that. And I decided that my mission behind lyricism was like truth telling, because I felt like people like Capital Steez, Prodigy, um, even Mac Miller at the time, like was different pillars of making music, but they all like stood on telling you the truth about what was happening in the world. And that's what inspired me lyrically, to like take lyricism serious. So KRS-One, MF Doom, like really take it serious on like a different level. And I didn't really care for the accolades that came with it. Like I didn't really care to be like the biggest person or famous or anything like that. So at that point I had kind of gave up on the famous dream and put more into like the realism of it.
Mm.
Um, and from there, that's when I kind of took it very serious. That was in 2016 is when I took it like super serious, because that's when I dropped my album. I'm awesome. I'm a god. I'm a God fearing man. When I had just was researching a lot of stuff. I had just got back from military, mm, and so I just had a
Oh,
lot of
what branch?
knowledge. Army,
Army. Okay, cool.
yeah.
All right.
So I just had a lot of knowledge that I wanted to like put out to the people, but I didn't want to get in trouble for, so I would put it into the music.
Okay. So, so you had to teach yourself how to be. Hmm. So you're a self-taught rapper,
Yep, self-taught rapper, producer, director, and man, artist management now.
and and it's crazy. And I knew you were gonna have a very diverse like array of artists that you listen to because And I'm like, yeah, ain't no way this guy can pull off all these styles and not, just be like, just a fan of the craft, you
No, for
know.
sure.
And it's crazy. I remember I saw one of your posts and it made my jaw drop because you mentioned this MC out of California known as Gavlin. And I was like, holy
Yeah,
shit. I used to, man, let me tell you something, dog. Modest Confidence went double platinum in my car back in
that's
2014. You hear me?
crazy.
So the fact that you actually worked with her, that's
Yeah.
amazing. Because I was, I mean, I still am kind of a fan. I definitely fell off of her. I think like the last track I truly heard from her was it was a track she did with Anderson .Paak. It was
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
But damn, like when I heard you mention her name, I was like, yo, I thought I was like the only weirdo down south who knew who she was. And funny folly on my end. When I first heard of her, for the longest I thought she was an Asian woman. I didn't know she was Latina until she actually said it. I was like, oh shit, well fuck. But nah, man, that's okay. So yeah, you were basically in the hyperbolic time chamber musically.
Yeah.
Started off making beats. You know, the friend group was kind of getting into their own unskippable training arcs,
Right.
and you had to teach yourself how to rap, and then you had to do more study and to become lyrical. But honestly speaking, first off, to be able to teach yourself beat making, that's
Mm.
amazing in itself because I go on FL and I'll be like, but I don't know, like I had to teach myself how to write too. But I feel like lyrics is a little bit easier because it's kind of like after a while, it's like a puzzle.
Yeah.
You know, how do I make this make sense, but without putting too much words in it? Like, how do I make it punch?
Right.
All this different things. So, like, what was like? Did you lean on your people heavy for like honest critique? So you can mold it, or you just got better over time. Just kept.
I would say the goal was once I'm misunderstood, I know I'm doing the right thing.
Mm. Elaborate.
Mm. So bars, right? Like when I first started like rapping for real, I was real heavy into like battle rap and stuff like that. So like I understood bar structure better than a lot of people, but I wasn't putting it together better than a lot of people, not my own, like
Right.
not being able to sink my life into it. And so um the goal was because once I started seeing that most people don't really understand battle rap bars and that you have to like break them down and show them like the different dimensions. Um DNA was one of the battle rappers that really showed me that you can write in 3D. And what I mean by that is like the the outer shell of the bar is understandable, but that's like for the average person. And then you got 2D where it's like if if you know the reference, then that just went deeper. And then you got the 3D where it's like, but if you know exactly what book he read that he pulled that from,
Mm.
now it's not only just a reference. Now it's a entendre. It's a three to four time entendre, depending on what it was. And so I wanted to get to a space where you love the song because you just like what you're hearing. But for certain people, I will test it out to see like where it takes their mind. Like, was it just a cool bar or did you really get it? And once I got to a space where like I felt like everybody kept asking me, what you mean by that?
Mm.
Well, but what are you really saying? Because I know how to you write and da da da. So like once I got into that space is when I kind of stopped caring about what people think about what I was saying because the goal I met the goal, and the goal was, all right, be good enough where most people get it. They genuinely get it, but they don't know the depth of it, and that is worth. I always wanted to be in a style of rap where I had to explain it, or people would do breakdown videos
Mm.
explaining what I'm talking about.
Okay, so well, the best example I could, so like Lupe Fiasco, like
Lupe
that's a perfect
Fiasco,
example of what you just talked about.
Absol, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like,
Um,
so yeah, Lupe is the one of the greatest examples. Honestly, I think he's one of the greatest for like lyricists on the planet.
oh yeah. I mean, cause how old is that mural song? Like I can listen to it today and
Exactly.
pick up something new. You know what I mean? So man, you got this broke down to a science. So like what so but I like what you said, cause I think that's where a lot of artists got to do. When you said, okay, I can rap now. I got the bars, but now I got to figure out how to weave myself into it.
Exactly.
You know, because and once you find that perfect blend of truth telling and entertainment, it's like you're getting somewhere with it. So now what? Um, and so like okay, so you start to perform. So now you're starting to perform your music, okay?
Right.
And so what was some of the ways like some what were some of the creative ways you found to just like promote yourself as an artist?
My first so-called virility wave, I went to every college and high school in Douglas County, Georgia, because I graduated from Douglas County High School.
Okay,
Um,
shout out to Douglas.
yeah, shout out to Douglasville and them. And so, but fuck the police out there. But um, I had that's where I was at. And so I went when I got back out the military, I had came up like while I was in the military, that was really my like hyperbolic chamber to like think. Um,
Well,
because as soon as
you had time to think with all them sergeants yelling at you and shit. Like, what?
my mom yelled at me worse, like that was
Okay.
nothing. And so I got back and I literally would I mapped out all of the colleges, all of the high schools, and I had a CD that had three songs from my first my first official mixtape called Level 99. And I put the CD on every car in the parking lot at every single one of
Mm.
those, every high school and every college. It didn't matter if it was the cop car. Like I put a CD right there on your dash. Like um and I did it all in one day. Like I took the whole 24 hours. I started at like 3 in the morning, hit all the colleges because I know once they well not all the colleges. Yeah, I did. I had to hit all the colleges because they park at the in their dorms or whatever.
What
So I
what
started
what schools are near Douglas? Like college wise, like
um
what?
they have a lot of technical schools out there.
Okay.
Um
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
don't
ask like would it be like one of the Georgia State satellite schools, formerly known as
Yeah,
Perimeter?
the only
Is
one
that
that you'll probably
okay?
know off the top is it used to be called Southern Polytech,
Oh,
and
okay.
then they
Yeah,
changed that to
that's the
Kennesaw
Kennesaw
Part
branch,
2.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Mhm.
So that's the only one you'll probably like know off the top. But it was all of the ones that was in Douglasville or around Douglasville, they was all technical colleges. And so I would put it all at the like dorms and stuff like that. And then I would hit all the colleges. And then as soon as the school would let in, I wanted to catch everybody at lunch. No, I wanted to catch everybody at the bell release at 3:40. So I literally started around like the lunchtime because I knew all the high schoolers, like the 12th grade people that would like leave school and stuff, they'd be back. So they come back. I'm putting CDs on everybody's cars, stuff like that. As soon as 3:40 hit or somewhere around that time, whenever that last bell ring, I went back to my high school that I graduated from, and I just sat in the parking lot as a nobody and just watched the havoc happen. Like, because everybody's coming out and they're like, "Yo, whose CD is this? Who, man, this shit trash, bro." And then he was like, "Nah, somebody got to play it though, so we can actually see if it's trash." And like, and you just got to see the pandemonium happen, and that was my first like, okay, I think I know how to do this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody liked the song. They ended up liking the song, posting it on social media. At the time, it was Facebook and Vine. Vine was popping off.
Ooh, man, you about to make my hair turn gray. But
You feel me? So
man, I ain't
Vine was
heard
popping off,
I ain't heard them four
and
letters
SoundCloud
together
had
in years.
yeah, and then SoundCloud had just started for real. So and that was like Chance the Rapper days, acid rap. So it
Yeah.
was a good that was a good like introduction to like how to promote my music. After that, I just dumped on SoundCloud all the time. I garnished like a big SoundCloud following, kind of cult like in a way, because my SoundCloud followers don't like the music that I would put on all platforms at first and shit like that until I started kind of all meshing it together. But yeah, that's kind of where I got most of my notoriety from is SoundCloud.
And you know what? And that's one of those things. First and foremost, I gotta applaud you for that. That was really first of all, I mean, that's commitment to get up at 3 a.m. But also, I mean, that's one of those things that you don't necessarily prepare yourself. Like you can't never be prepared to do. It's one of those
Yeah.
things that you make the decision. Okay, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna make these. I'm gonna burn all these CDs. I'm gonna put these CDs on these cars, and I'm gonna sit back. Whatever happens, happens, and
Yep.
lo and behold, it paid off for you. You know, because look, whether good or bad, someone had an opinion. They talking about it.
They
You
talking
know,
about it. Yeah.
somebody played it. You know,
And I learned that from
and
Lil
I never
B.
seen. Yeah.
Learned that from Lil B, bro. I'm like, bro, if I can just get people to talk, I'm doing so, like, you know what I'm saying? Because this nigga just all he did was just get people to talk, bro.
Swag OD, swag
You feel
OD. Come
me?
on, man. Trey,
So I felt like if
Trey,
it was
get out my head,
good,
boy.
then and I'm getting them to talk, then it should mesh together.
Get out my head, boy. That's great. And you know what? And the sad part is, well, it's not sad, but I mean, Lil B can actually rap. Like,
No,
let me tell people that
facts.
Lil
He
B can
just
actually
was trolling niggas.
I
You know
came
what
in
I'm
at the
saying? I'm
wrong
saying that.
time, boy. I came in at the wrong time. First off, just want to say shout out to you,
Yo,
brother, for joining us. Thank you so much. I had some personal issues on my end, but I was able to get them cleared up to join in tonight. So thanks for coming through. Glad to see. Now, listen here. I done had this argument with my brother before, okay? Just because he was the best nigga in the pack does not mean he could rap. None of them niggas could rap. Anybody was
and, and- and you know, Trey, I keep telling B to listen to Age of Information so he'll understand what I'm saying, but he
No.
And
refuses.
then
But
rapping and
but he likes
lyricism is two
ODB
different boats. You know what I'm saying?
They was all
but
bad.
yeah, Trey, yeah, Trey, this is B, another third of the SOS, also my younger brother. B, this is Trey or
how, you,
T.R.3. That's the actual name.
For
how
sure.
you doing, Trey? Like I said, I had me a personal issue, but I was able to get it cleared up. So sorry for my lateness.
All good.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I just want to say, thank you for popping out and everything. That's we appreciate it over here. Uh, but yeah, my bad. Go ahead, Joe. I didn't mean to interrupt the flow.
Oh no, he was just well, so to catch you up, B, he was just talking about how he get he spent literally, a whole day
Right,
putting his CDs on different cars on
mm,
each campus, whether high school or college.
right,
That was one of his first forays into really marketing himself.
yeah,
And so, yeah, and then that's how we got to the Lil B, because Lil B, this man. I think Lil B. I don't know how many songs he dropped by now, but I know it's a lot. you
yeah,
know, He ain't in the game. He made 1,000 songs. So
Or I think to me the hardest working dude in hip hop was that dude. Was it Viper? Didn't Viper have like? Did he make like a really long ass album? The Yo Cowards Don't Smoke Crack dude. I remember there was like something
oh my
about
god.
him where he had like a bunch of like songs or whatever that he just like didn't have released or whatever. But I think he like died before he put them out.
Mm.
Wait, he died?
I could have swore I heard
I
he
thought he
died,
got arrested.
Unless that was just one of them
Oh,
internet
I thought
rumors.
he
I
got
thought he died.
I know he got locked up, I think, but I didn't know he passed.
Okay.
But I had to look into it. But so okay, so Trey, so now that you discovered that that actually worked. So like, what was like another big like marketing thing, or what was some of the things that you just learned through trial and error as far as like promoting yourself?
Um, that we were entering a time where art wasn't being digested at a linear timeline. So like nothing it, as consecutive as we want it to be with albums like part one, part two, or like, creating a story. The generation that was coming up behind us didn't give a damn about that shit. And I got on board with that a lot faster than my peers, due to me being a part of a lot of the early SoundCloud waves. I had been viral on SoundCloud probably like 2 to 3 times. And I used to be in like the little chat rooms with all the people that ended up blowing up. Lil Peep, what's the Denzel Curry and them group that he was in? What's the name of the group?
Wow.
But
Was it
it's a
something
group.
Mafia?
I didn't know he was.
I don't think it was Mafia. It was but I know Young Simi was in the group.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Raider Clan.
Yeah,
Raider.
Raider the Clan.
Raider Clan.
Raider
Yeah.
Clan. Yeah. And so like I used to be in the little group chats with all that type of
You know
shit,
Young
but
Simi?
I wouldn't. Huh?
Oh, so you know Young Simi too? That's crazy. Yo, Trey,
Yeah, I want Young Simi. I know
we gotta
like
talk outside this.
I know his whole like first
Damn.
demographic of his music, bro. I fuck with Young
That's
Simi.
crazy.
That man said beat the pussy babality. I still remember that line.
I know every lyric to Turn Up, bro. Like but
Yo, man,
yeah,
that's
bro,
what's up.
like, and so basically I guess the way to answer your question is I seen that stuff wasn't being taken in literal or linearly, and so I just would drop all the time. Like it got to the point where I probably dropped a EP or an album every 2 weeks, like
Wow.
full bodies of work. Like I had so many beats that I was just sitting on from like making it for the group and stuff prior, and nobody using them or giving them to somebody and nobody caring for them like that. So then I would use them. And then it got to the point where I was like, I want to branch out. I'm gonna use as many producers' beats as they allow me to, because at the time, and still nowadays, you can use people beats for free on SoundCloud. So as long as I wasn't making no money from it, I could use it. And so everybody that was sending me beats, all the tight beats, because that was like a new thing in 2016, 2017. I was using all of them. And I was cultivating a fan base like that by just reaching out and using people from England, using their beats, and branching out, using people from France, and really tapping into the community of SoundCloud. Because at the time there used to be this tab that you can put your music on called like New Wave or something like that. And if you used it, you would really get heard. Like, and so I went viral off of being on that playlist multiple times, but all I did was just reach out to everybody I possibly could and just make a song with their shit. And I did that for probably like 4 years. Like I have over 711 tracks on my SoundCloud.
Wow.
Oh, so you definitely got the premium version. Cause I think I still got the basic where it's like you only get to upload
Yeah,
certain
because you
amount of
can only
hours.
have like an hour worth.
Man,
Yeah.
so that was like 2016, like so I want to say like shit, I want to say 2013 to maybe 2017. That was still like the blogger era too, right? Like so you had
Yes.
SoundCloud, and you had the blogs. So you was in them chat rooms. I didn't see. I was rapping back
Yeah.
then, but I just was
Hot
not
New Hip
in the
Hop
know like
would
that.
put my
So
music up. If y'all remember Hot New Hip Hop, like they would put my stuff up. Like it was a good time.
That's dope, man. That's crazy.
see,
That's so
now
wild.
was World Star kind of played out by then, or was that still a factor?
Worldstar was Worldstar was a factor, but it was only to a certain demographic of rapper. Like you had to be like super trapped out and showing
Mm-hmm.
money and all of that.
Oh
Like
yeah.
there was an image that they wanted to keep up over
Or,
there.
or be
Okay.
who was that porn star
Elevator.
nigga who
Who? What'd you say? I'm
who
sorry.
it was this I know this one porn star dude who put his songs on World Star, but like he was like a joke though, like
Oh
musically.
wait, you talk about the niggas the nigga who was cracking the eggs off the bitches' heads? That dude in the music video, he
Yeah,
was
what's his
cracking
name
the
again?
egg off of their head. All right, there was a
Yeah,
dude. If I'm thinking of the same dude, because literally, like you know how people been doing that whole like 2016 trend. Literally,
Hmm.
somebody posted on Twitter today that music video. It got banned on YouTube bad
like
fast. This
so they
nigga's
call
named
him like
Brian Pumper, and this
yeah,
thing
yeah, yeah. Cause
he,
they
he
call him
would just
like
go
the evil
and
boy Banks. Like,
yeah, and he was a terrible rapper. Like I only knew him as a rapper for the longest time. I didn't know about the porn star shit for the longest time. So he was awful, but like he had got like his I think like his music video got taken off YouTube with the quickness because like he wasn't showing nothing, but it was implied that he was smashing some of these bitches, and then in the video he would just go and crack an egg off the side of their head, and he was rapping in the background, and I'm like, yo, this nigga is terrible.
yeah, and
This
he had that
nigga,
dance too. Like
I'm glad I missed that.
yeah.
yeah, yeah. It was you didn't need to see it, bro. You didn't
I
deserve to see
remember
that. It was
y'all remember live mixtapes?
Yep.
yeah.
Okay, my first mixtape was right next to Speaker Knockers right before he passed away.
Whoa, man, you've been
Bruh.
doing this.
You was
See,
out here, boy. Like
I'm
that's
so glad I got
crazy.
you on the show. Thank you again for coming on the show,
For
bro.
sure.
T.R.3 does this, people. He does this.
Yeah.
And
Nah, you real out here. That work ethic is crazy too. Like all them songs, like, bro, you was moving like Master P and them at no limit. Like they
hey, you know what? Dang, ain't no yeah, Trey. But we gotta hand it to Master P. I think he invented saturating the game for real, because
Nah, for sure.
you couldn't turn the corner without seeing Master P shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
true.
and,
Swear, bro.
hold
That's
your head,
not
P Murder. I heard they denied his parole again. Hold your
yeah.
head, brother. But
But I just want to
but
ask,
now,
like,
oh, go ahead.
making that amount of music and everything, like, was that like mentally taxing, or did it feel like did you struggle for inspiration with each song because, like, did it feel like more of a chore at certain times?
No, and the honest answer is because I found purpose in making sure I was getting information out to the people that I felt like wasn't. This is a demographic, and like our people don't really. They stopped reading books, bro. So it's like I felt like I had so much knowledge that I had like either gained from my experience in the military or that I had read up on esoteric stuff, and it was just like I can't sleep without telling y'all what's going on for real. So like even if one
Mm-hmm.
person gets it, I know it was worth it. And so I used to really like wake up with a battery in my back, like, all right, how many songs can I get done this week? Like, we got to get this out there.
Right. And speaking of getting the beats off of SoundCloud, like I know you said that like it was relatively cool as long as you didn't make no money off it, but I had heard, especially even back then, I wasn't even tapped into music or like that, but like I'd even heard stories back then of people beefing with people because of the SoundCloud shit. And like, if their shit got a little too big, did the people who made the beats would get mad. So like, did you ever run into any issues on that end? Like, with any of the people you was using the beats from?
No, all of the beats that got more than I would really usually it would be around 5,000. If anything got around 5,000 plays, I would just hit the producer up and lease it.
Okay. That's what's
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, I would, because my whole point was I started off as a producer. So the last thing I want to do is rip off a producer.
Right. No, I feel you. Nah, because I remember, being in Pittsburgh and everything. I remember Mac Miller got hit real heavy with that. And I'm not even talking about the lawsuit shit. Like I remember like this was like right before he blew up. There was like this controversy of like he used some fucking shit off of YouTube that
Off
had
of
been
YouTube.
yeah,
Yep.
and it had been up there for mad long too. Like
Yep.
so it wasn't even like he just took the shit. It was been up for mad long. And then he had took it and made the track to it, and some dude like rolled up on him. I don't think it was here. I think he was out in New York or some shit. Some dude rolled up on him on the street or something. So like, yeah, like I remember hearing stories like that, even back in the day. So yeah, I'm glad at least like you didn't really get caught up in no shit like that, because yeah, apparently it got real out there in them early YouTube, SoundCloud, streets. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right. Do y'all remember Spooky Black?
The name sounds familiar, but I can't tell you anything about it. I just know something about the name Spooky Black sound familiar.
I had sampled all of his early music. He had this EP out. One of the songs off of it that most people like remember is My Father is DJ Khaled. Why did he name it that? I don't know. But he was the white kid with the black. He used to have a black do-rag on, and he would be singing in snow.
Oh, Spooky, bruh.
I'm currently looking at a picture of him, and I'm like, why the fuck he got a do-rag on, man? Only Eminem can get away with that. But
I was sitting there. I told you because like the name sounded familiar. I'm like, why do I know Spooky Black? But as soon as you said the do rag and him in the snow, I was like, oh okay, yeah.
Deep SoundCloud lore, man. Say again.
What was his style of music? Was he more like a Lil Peep or like
He was like a dark R&B is kind of like the best way to explain it. He would talk about a lot of traumatic things, but with a sultry ass voice. Yeah, over
like
what we call now we call it like lo-fi music, but that's basically what his music was, but with R&B vocals.
Okay. Damn, man. Y'all, you educating us today, Trey. Man, so now, Trey, you also you also do film, because when I met you at the Matrix party, you was also tasked with shooting the video for Ordinero and Arlene. So
yeah,
how long was you doing that?
I can say probably about 6 years now, officially. My other alias is Ghost of Atlanta. So
Ghost of Atlanta? Okay.
Yeah, so if you've seen a platform called Raw Raps, that's my platform. Hood Colors is also my platform. It's just
I might have seen the latter.
Yeah. And so I've created a lot of like stuff out of my videography, but I try to keep it as separate as possible, because you meet people and you end up in different rooms as a videographer rather than as an artist. So yeah, but I've been doing that for probably about 6 years, and I just did that to complement all of like my big features and shit. I started to realize that a lot of my big features came from me being in the room as a director.
Mm,
Okay.
that's what's up, man. So so you've been like, were you only doing music videos, or were you shooting other things as well?
I did commercials for actual businesses and shit, construction, plumbing. I did the barbershop commercial for Moreland Avenue, different boutiques. That's my bag for real. It's like commercials. But I got more into helping artists because I started to establish myself in the commercial realm, and I didn't need the money from the artists anymore. And a lot of the artists, especially back then, they were doing this thing where they're like, I gotta be a broke artist. I gotta be trying my hardest, but I gotta be broke. And I never understood that, but I definitely understood the passion behind it. And so I would try my best to not have to rely on artists paying me so that I can create more, give them the look that they want to have, bro. It was so hard to afford 4K visuals in like 2016, 2017. Like, and so I was like, how about I create a platform where it's possible, it's reachable, like 250, and you about to get a full music video that looks like the colors show on crack. Like, and so that was the
Yeah.
vibe. And then
So
with
that's
Raw
like your
Rap,
way of giving back, like,
yeah, and
in
then
a
with
sense.
Raw Raps, it's literally $25, and you pull up wherever I'm at, and you spit your rap a cappella, and you get a 4K video of that whenever I get to put it up.
Oh shit. So okay, so any artist can just pull up on you.
Yep.
They'll just they'll spit a verse, but it has to be acapella, and
Outside in
then
some random place in Atlanta. It don't matter where we at. We can be on the bus, we can be on the train, we can be outside of the Piggly Wiggly. It don't matter. We spitting, and you gonna get your good footage, and I'm gonna mic you up and make sure that you heard.
Now, do you do these one-on-one, or like do you have like other people with you, or like?
So usually, I would do what you call a Raw Raps meetup, which is on the page. I'll drop the address probably like 5 to 7 days before before I'll be there to shoot. And everybody that wants to get it done and they have the opportunity to get it done, they'll all show up at the same time within that, because I only be there for maybe like 2 to 3 hours.
Okay.
So I show up, they show up, they got 2 to 3 hours to get their piece in, and then we out. But there has been a couple exclusive cases where maybe they were a little more famous than people, or had a lot more notoriety than somebody, and so they would pay me extra to just come out for them.
Okay.
okay.
Mhm.
And
I'm sorry.
oh no, my bad. I'm sorry. I was gonna ask what is the if you could explain the importance of uh making sure that they do it a cappella.
We were entering that phase in music where everybody was just slapping the MP3 over their performance videos. I hated that shit. I still hate that shit to this day.
Yeah.
And I also helped build up a lot of shows. Like, it was this place called The Heirloom. I helped build that place up. It was a show called 13 Night Lights. I helped build that one up. There's one that's still going right now called Smoke and Chill. I helped build that up. And so all of those platforms, in respects to, who's running what, most of the artists don't rap over their lyrics.
Okay.
That was a big deal to me. I always felt like that was a big deal in lyricism, period. We want to hear you, not your track. And so I wanted to make Raw Raps because I was like, let's keep it raw and let's hear what you have to say, no matter if it is a trap song or not. I'm not gonna push away the style of artists, but I do want people to hear what you have to say.
Right. That's what's up. Yeah, no, that's dope. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I am definitely one of those artists who commits the sin of rapping over the MP3, but but I mean, but nah, I do hear the difference. I mean, there are some like Odinero, he doesn't rap over his MP3. There's another artist named Lean Capital. I know he doesn't rap over his MP3s either. And yeah, you definitely hear that difference. You know, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just I only got a couple of songs committed like that, but it's kind of hard. Like when you include a crowd, all of a sudden that's when your brain be like, oh, I forgot what I said. I'm like, oh, you
yeah,
Nah,
fuck.
for sure.
I perform you in the shower all the time, like
right,
So,
right.
Mm-hmm.
but nah, man, I'm gonna definitely have to hit you up for one of those raw rap videos. I just
For
followed your
sure.
page too. Um, and so yeah, yeah, you definitely been heavy off in this community. So like what you got going on now? Like any future things you got coming, like as far as building or any projects?
I'm working on a warehouse that I can banter with, um, price wise, so that I can bring back hood colors. Everybody's been asking me to bring that back. We had 5 seasons of that, and I did it right out of my living room. But I ended up
Mhm.
getting robbed after the 5th season because it
Damn.
got pretty big. And it was just like,
Damn.
all right, I can't do this out of my house anymore.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, that's the reason why that show stopped for a little while. But other than that, I feel like what I'm working on right now is just honestly honoring the process and allowing people to hear me speak more. I didn't talk a lot. I'm a man of action, and I felt like there was enough people talking.
Mhm.
So I wanted to expand my notoriety by doing everything that everybody was talking about. Everybody, I want this feature, I want that feature. Well, you don't have to be famous to get it. You just got to be in the room. And
Right.
I show people that no matter what capacity, whether I'm the engineer, whether I'm a producer, whether I'm spiritual consultant, whether I'm um an actual artist in the room, you know what I'm saying, or the videographer, be in the room and be an asset. As long as you're an asset, you can pretty much get whatever you want in this industry. And you don't have to sign, and you don't have to have the biggest backing and all of that good stuff. And so I feel like my last couple years I've proved that. Like I've gotten all the features I wanted. My latest one was Mick Jenkins. Like I
Yo,
wanted
that's
that.
fire.
Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, like
Hell,
I wanted it. I went out there and I put the work in and I got that guy. I put on I was one of the first artists in the underground to have Marco Plus on a song before he blew up.
Oh,
mm.
Like RXK Nephew, if you know who that crazy guy is. Like I love him to death, but he crazy as hell. But that's all a part of the game. Mickey Fax, that's the OG.
I
Um,
remember him. Yeah.
yeah, got music with him. Phase One, got music with him. Like, so it's I have music with all the people that I wanted to associate myself with, and allow their audience to validate my skill set. Um, and so now I'm kind of in a place where I don't really have anything to prove, and I just want to speak more, engage with the people more, because I'm learning that people want to hear me speak. They want to hear some of my stories. They want to hear all the stuff that I shied away from speaking about because I don't like living off of my brags. Like I think that's a little weird, especially if you aren't like living it day to day. Like I know these people, I can call them on the phone. I don't really need everybody to know that we kicked it last night. So
Mhm.
trying to find my balance with that now, on telling my stories without feeling like I'm having to throw accolades in people's face to be validated. That's my goal right now. And so Like even my last project, it's called Run On Sentence. That was the project that I'm speaking on, the aftermath of my dad transitioning, and I didn't want no features on it purposely. Like my last 5 projects, I've had notable features, and I was like, no features on this one. Like I don't have anything to prove, especially with it being such a personal project. I'm like, I don't need that. Like, and I am respected in that regard now. So I feel like I'm learning how to chill now, bro. Like I'm learning how to just enjoy the fruits of life without feeling like I'm chasing the next accolade. I'm being a father, being active and being a father, and just continuing to help people without having to tell the world. Like I help people every day, all day. Like,
Right.
and I'm cool with that. And I think that's the coolest superpower ever, is to be able to like help people feed their family and their children and shit and their dreams and their aspirations without having to be in the front like Birdman. Like I'm good.
Man, Trey. Well, first and foremost, I mean, peace be upon your father. My condolences.
Definitely, brother.
You know, it's never easy losing a family member. Next month will be the 2nd anniversary of my uncle's passing.
Oof,
And, you
Jesus.
know, it's tough, man. But
Yeah.
but also congrats on your child. How old are they?
My son only got a son, and he is turning. He's turning 5 this month.
Dang.
Hey, that's a
He's turning
milestone.
5 this month.
You take
Yeah.
him to Sky Zone? What's up?
Well, his mother lives in New Orleans, so I will be going to the Monster Jam. Like he likes monster trucks.
Okay, make sure you get them earplugs for him, man.
I'm about to say they just left up here. They just left from out of here. They was just here last weekend. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Get the headphones, dog. Don't be one of them ones thugging it out, bro. I learned that the hard way when I was younger. We went in there.
Understood.
Got the
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, you're gonna be like, you know, man. Yeah, and also Trey, I really love what you said. Wanting to be able to help people, but without, because I mean, obviously now like we don't see that no more because them folks started to get ratioed online. But yeah, you're not that guy giving the homeless man $20 in front of his iPhone camera and then tell him to give it back
Exactly.
when he turns it off. And and honestly, a lot of up and coming artists, need genuine cats like you because there's a lot of dream sellers out there.
Yeah.
I mean, even in our city, Trey, as I'm
Yes.
pretty sure you've seen, like,
Yeah.
a lot of dream sellers,
But
see,
that's why they
and
don't. That's
also,
why they don't mention. Those are the type of people that try to keep me far away because I expose all of that.
Ooh.
I mean, yeah, man, and also, just this talk with you is a true testament of keep going, stay focused, as you said, and just keep on building. Because yeah, I mean, no matter what you're doing, whether it's art, like this project I'm working on, very personal one for me.
Yeah.
A lot, like I said, I thought this project gonna be a layup, but challenge after challenge after challenge. I just got to keep persevering.
Yeah.
It's gonna drop, but yeah, man, it's I'm so glad like I said, B, like when I saw him perform, B, I was like, nah, this nigga got to get on this show.
For sure, for sure. Hey, and for real though, I want to say something too. It's like, obviously I'm not in your shoes, so I can't really 100% speak. But I feel you on not wanting to live off your accolades and stuff. But at the same time, you don't. I feel like you're such a like. Granted, I just met you, but you feel so genuine that you don't gotta necessarily bury them in order to like not feel braggadocious about it either. Like I feel
Yeah.
like definitely you should still celebrate and show out on those accolades, but yeah, like but you don't, like you said, you don't gotta live off them either. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, people should know you the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
And and,
Most definitely.
and,
I'm
and
learning.
like and
I'm
like you've
learning.
been out here. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, man. Definitely like don't let nobody make you feel too that you gotta hide your successes from nobody just to make them feel bigger. Like that.
Understood.
For sure. 1,000%. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's true. If I was in the chat room with Denzel Curry and them back in the day, I'd
Right,
be telling
right.
niggas every day.
Shit. Let me ask you, man. I'm asking as a fan now. Is Young Simi? Is he still making music, man?
For sure. He's
Okay,
definitely
good.
still making
Is he
music.
still? Does he still work with Space Ghost, or is he off on his own? Or
Nah, nobody works with space.
Uh
see
oh.
now, I heard pretty late. When I say late, I mean this year that I guess him and Denzel fell out.
Yeah.
Not Simi, but Space Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
I think Space Ghost says some disparaging things about the artist that died. I think is that was that what
Space.
it was?
That was a part of what it was. Space is just not a great person.
Damn, man.
Okay. Dang man, I like give a damn. Coming hard on the track because I'm fucking it good. Like, like but damn man, wow, dude. Yeah, we definitely got to talk outside of the yeah, man. We got a lot of common fandoms for real. But
For
shoot,
sure.
we're coming up on the top of the hour, Trey. Any last shout outs you want to get out or anything?
Um, I guess I do want to tell anybody that chooses to invest in what they love to make sure that they are not monetarily they're not using that as as what they're trying to be monetarily stable off of. I feel like if you really love something, you should be able to invest somewhere else so that you can invest in what you love. Invest in yourself, whether that's a job, whether that's a 9 to 5, whether it's you got to hustle or whatever. You need to be having a steady income come in from somewhere so that you can invest in what you love and so you won't be controlled or influenced by hunger, debt, and or somebody else coming through with some type of deal that they want to dangle over your head that's going to control your art and your output. Other than that, nah, like I shout out to God, bro. God, and everybody that continues to listen to my music and that care about me as a human and that calls me when they need like real advice about normal human shit, bro. Like this is life and we here to do it together. So yeah, that's my shout out.
That's what's up, man. Thank you so much for blessing us. You know what I'm saying? For blessing the show. Come back. We always tell our guests to
Please,
come back.
please.
For some reason, niggas be thinking we lying. You can come back. All right, we ain't gonna charge you.
We
Okay,
do
For
be having
sure.
political
but
episodes, Trey, so you can definitely join us for them.
yeah,
For
for
sure.
sure.
I
Yeah,
mean, hey, look, I tell you, my deal is if y'all listen to Run On Sentence and let me know what y'all think about it, I'll come back whenever y'all want me to.
Oh,
best
done deal,
believe,
done
sir.
fucking deal. Oh
Best
my god,
believe,
the
sir.
easiest deal in the world.
All right, all right. Thank you. Thank you so much. You know what it is, y'all. It's the SOS podcast. We out here another Wednesday night. Thank y'all for joining us. Thank you to our guest, Trey, or how you want to score 2 or 3? I don't know.
It's fine either way. Mhm.
Hey, whatever. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to Tenzin for hosting before I could get here. Shout out to our other brother Los. He couldn't be here, but he's always with us and everything. And then yeah, for sure. We do this every Wednesday, 8 p.m. You know what I'm saying? Kick it with us whenever y'all want to. Follow all of our individual pages. Go to YouTube, follow that, and we out, y'all. Peace.